Why does Africa's development depend on effective electricity networks? Today, a lack of electricity means almost 700 million Africans can't switch on their lights at night or refrigerate their food, and hundreds of thousands of businesses won't develop and grow to provide crucial services and create jobs. Electricity gives people opportunities and choice. While electricity generation has attracted tens of billions of dollars of private investment in recent decades, the electricity networks which carry that power to people have not. At Gridworks, we know that effective and modern electricity networks deliver huge impact by giving households and businesses access to reliable electricity for the very first time, connecting power in one part of a country to demand in another, and absorbing more renewable energy. But Africa's electricity networks are failing. And unless the continent can attract much more investment from a mix of private, public, and donor capital, the Sustainable Development Goal targets for energy access, climate transformation, and economic growth just won't be met. A lack of sustainable business models which attract investors lies at the heart of this issue. And it means that 51 out of 54 African countries have an electricity sector which cannot cover its operating costs. Inadequate funding has consequences. For example, infrastructure is poorly maintained due to weak operations and management. Power shortages regularly occur, and Africa's green energy transition won't reach its potential. Most African governments don't have the budget to sustain their failing electricity sector year on year, and they can't rely on support from donors and concessional or multilateral funding forever. If almost all of Africa's electricity networks are already losing money for every electron they deliver to their existing customers, what happens when you keep adding new connections? The cost of running electricity networks goes up, and profitability decreases. Priorities need to be reordered to tackle the underlying problem. We need to create sustainable business models which enable investors to finance new infrastructure. Every other continent has private sector investment in their electricity networks. So why shouldn't Africa? Currently, few organizations have the mandate, capital, or know-how to develop and execute network infrastructure projects. However, once projects are advanced, they are much more attractive to prospective investors, including development banks and investment funds. This is why British International Investment established Gridworks. We work with governments, investors, and commercial partners to create financially sustainable electricity networks where they don't yet exist. Together, we can transform Africa's power sector, catalyze economic development, and help fulfill people's potential.